This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Saturday, the 15th of October. I'm Michael Groff. Very warm temperatures this weekend, slightly cooler as we start the next week. A little bit of forecast uncertainty regarding temperatures beyond that point, but one thing's for sure, no chances of rain anytime within the next 7 to 10 days or beyond. All right, as we look outside this morning, another clear, beautiful start to the day. 68 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 32, relative humidity 26%. Winds from the east at 9 miles per hour, and the barometer is rising. Around the metro area this morning, 58 at Buckeye, 61 in Chandler, 62 at Litchfield Park, most of us in the 60s to near 70 at the urban core. No clouds to speak of across southern Arizona, maybe just a few high clouds passing by the northern part of the state today. We may see a few high clouds this weekend from time to time, but other than that, conditions will remain dry. That is not the case for the Pacific Northwest as we look at the watch warning map this morning. High wind watches, hurricane force wind warnings, storm warnings, flash flood watches. They've had any kind of weather condition that you can possibly hope for yesterday. Snow, rain. There was even some tornadoes yesterday on the Oregon coast. That's pretty unusual. Meanwhile, elsewhere across the country, there is some dense fog advisories for portions of Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee around the Memphis area this morning. On the convective outlook, there is a marginal risk of severe weather today in a very unusual location, Northern California, up toward the southwest portion of Washington state. Tomorrow, no organized areas of severe weather are anticipated. Looking at our weather, we'll take a look at the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. And it's the same old story, broad flat ridging over the southern tier of the United States, westerly flow aloft around here, and that means dry weather. Big, deep, low-pressure system slamming into the Pacific Northwest coast today, and downstream from that, temperatures will be warmer than they were the last few days. So we'll have highs again in the mid-90s, could even push the upper 90s this afternoon here in the valley. The sky will remain mostly sunny. The deserts of southeast California and southwest Arizona will easily exceed the 100-degree mark. Pleasant night tonight, clear skies. Lows will mainly be in the 60s to around 70, and then another warm day tomorrow with temperatures climbing back up into the mid-90s. Could be a degree or two cooler, but overall, still generally the same. Mostly sunny, a few high clouds possible from time to time. And that's pretty much the same story that we have. Meanwhile, rain and snow from central California north through the Pacific Northwest. Higher elevations, certainly will see another foot of snow possible. On Monday, a little bit more cooling will start to take place as these Pacific weather disturbances pass by to the north. And we see a little bit of a breakdown of the ridge, so highs will be in the low to mid-90s. Tuesday, same thing. The sky will be mostly sunny, a few high clouds, maybe a breeze in the afternoon, and high temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. On Wednesday, the forecast becomes a little bit more uncertain. Some of the computer models, some of the members of the GFS ensemble, have shown a closed low developing over New Mexico or West Texas. Others show more of a broad trough starting to form over the central part of the country. One thing we do see is that there is high pressure establishing itself off the west coast, and temperatures, depending on which one of these models you believe, could be a little bit warmer, could be a little bit cooler. For now, we're going to go with a persistent forecast with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. Thursday, high pressure continues off the west coast, and conditions will remain dry. There is a little bit of cool air that's going to just try and wedge its way back into New Mexico, Colorado, even a few showers, some thunderstorms that way. But we should stay sunny, dry. Could be kind of breezy around here, but other than that, temperatures will remain in the upper 80s to low 90s. Friday, absolutely the same thing. High pressure across the western United States is expanded north, with the high center somewhere over Southern California or perhaps off the coast. So we stay dry. This is a week from today, Saturday, October the 22nd. And again, high pressure sits right over the southwest states. Big, deep, low pressure system and trough over the southern plains and moving into the southeast United States. And they'll get some good rains down that way and much cooler temperatures, but not here. Same for Sunday, October the 23rd. High pressure expands to the north and east, becomes very stretched. The low sitting over Mississippi. and we will still be dry under high pressure. Very dry air around here. That means temperatures during the day will be in the low 90s, possibly the middle 90s, but lows at night will be down in the upper 50s to upper 60s. And this is the end of the forecast period, Monday, October 24th. And again, indications that the ridge is shifting to the east. The pattern is very amplified, and the trough off the west coast starting to expand to the south and west. Eventually, that may swing around in here and bring us cooler temperatures, but not through the immediate or the 10-day forecast period. It's a little bit beyond that point. Still see some temperatures that will be cooling down. Speaking of those temperatures, look at that. Well above normal. I remind you, the normal high is now down in the 80s, and as we go forward toward next weekend, the normal high in the mid-80s. Now, this is the GFS ensemble, and it definitely shows a trend toward cooler weather, especially by the end of the month. Look at that. Highs getting down possibly in the 70s. A little premature for that, maybe, but we'll see as we go forward. But so far, no chance of any rain in the immediate future. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video comes your way tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Have a great Saturday.